Hello, I'm Dr. Ravindra Nath. In this series of lectures on microprocessors and microcontrollers, today I'll be discussing about 8085 addressing modes. This topic, addressing mode, is very important for the programmers to learn, as this defines the type of instructions that will be used in the program, and this basically depends upon the places where the data items are stored. So this addressing modes, we are basically telling the system how to find out the addresses of the source and the destination. Basically, the topics that we will be covering up in this lecture are the definition of the addressing modes, the different types of the addressing modes, and an explanation of each of these addressing modes one by one. So let's start with the topic on addressing modes. As we know, that a microprocessor basically fetches an instruction from the memory, interprets its meaning, and then carries out the operations on the operands, and these operands may be fetched in different ways depending upon how they are stored in the system. Generally speaking, a microprocessor based system, it requires an additional external memory to store the data and the instructions of the program. So an instruction generally comprises of three parts: the operation code, the source operands, and the destination operands. The source and the destination operands, they can be at different places in the system. Maybe they can come from the I/O sources, they can be in the memory, and there will be different ways of accessing those locations. So accordingly, the addressing mode will be defined as the ways, or there is a mechanism, or there is a method through which we are able to find out the addresses of the source and the destination data items. So let's now see what are the different types of addressing modes are. There are basically 5 types of addressing modes. First, the immediate addressing mode. Second, the register addressing mode. Third, direct memory addressing mode. Fourth, register indirect addressing mode. Fifth, implied or implicit addressing mode. In short, the immediate addressing mode refers to the data item which is immediately following the instruction. In register addressing mode, the data items are stored in the registers. In direct addressing mode, we directly refer to the addresses of the data items where they are stored into the memory. In register indirect addressing mode, the registers referred in the instruction contains the address of the data items. And finally, the implied or the implicit addressing mode, which contain the operands as part of the operation code itself. Let us discuss them one by one. The first one is the immediate addressing mode. In the immediate addressing mode, so we find that each of these instructions, they are suffixed with the letter I. So this letter I refers to the immediate. So the different instructions are move immediate, add immediate, subtract immediate, load immediate, and immediate, XOR, and finally the compare instruction. Now such type of instructions can be 2-byte or the 3-byte instructions. As we can see in the following examples, MVI B, 45. This means load or transfer the number 45, which is an immediate number in the instruction, into the register bin. Another example is MVI A, 05H. load or transfer the immediate number 05 into the accumulator. Add immediate number 06 with the accumulator. The net effect will be the accumulator will be loaded with a new value of 06, which is an immediate number, added with the content of the accumulator. Then load immediate HL pair with the content 2500. So in this case, the HL pair will be loaded with a 2500, that is the number 00, which is a low byte of this number into the L, and a high byte 25 into the H. So thus HL together will contain this 16-bit data. The next type of addressing mode is the register addressing mode. In this addressing mode, the operands are stored in the registers which are referred here as a destination register and a source register. So generally the format of such type of instruction is the operation code followed by the destination register, comma, the source register. And this source and destination will then refer to the places where the data are actually residing or where the data will get stored. Another example is add with B. So here add implied is the accumulator. Add accumulator with B. So we need not to specify the accumulator separately, explicitly, but this is as part of the instruction. So the examples move A, B transfers the contents of register B into register A. So A will now contain the value that was contained in B, and B also contains that value. Add B, A contains the value of A plus B. Increment A will contain the incremented value of A. Decrement A, next A will contain the decremented value of the register A. Then we have a direct addressing mode. So here the data items that is required to be operated on is directly referred by its address. So such type of instruction where the address where the data item will be found is part of the instruction are referred to as the direct addressing mode. So such type of instruction can be 2 or the 3 byte instruction depending upon whether we are referring to the IO devices or we are referring to the memory device. In case of IO devices, 8085 has 8-bit port addresses. So 8-bit means 1 byte, and another 1 byte will be that of an instruction. So hence instructions like in and out, which also contains the port address, are generally the 2 byte instructions. Whereas when we refer to the memory locations are the 16-bit locations in the 8085. So 1 byte for the instruction and 2 byte for the address. So a total of 3 byte instruction. So hence, generally speaking, the memory related instructions will be of 3 bytes and IO related instruction will be of 2 bytes. So for example, LDA 2010, we will load the accumulator A from the address which is a direct address given in the instruction 2010. So the net effect of this instruction will be load from the address 2010 the value into the A. Similarly, the instruction LHLD will load the HL pair from the address which is part of the instruction. Supposing the address is 2500, then from the address 2500, the content will be loaded into the L, and from the next address, the content will be loaded into the H. The third type of instruction is IN35. The content from the port 35 will be loaded into the accumulator, because in and out instruction they implicitly refer to the accumulator as one of the operands. Next addressing mode is the register indirect addressing mode. So in these instructions, the registers referred will hold the address. When we access the register, we basically access the address, and that address points to the memory from which the data will be fetched. For example, move A, M. So here M refers to the HL pair, which previously has been loaded with the address. So that means when we write a program with such type of instruction, an instruction before this is supposed to be an instruction called as a LXI H, comma, suppose we write as the address 20 or 2500H. This means load immediate 16-bit value into the HL pair. So by writing this, your HL pair will contain this value. The instruction when written as move A, M, here M refers to the HL, which holds the address. So when we open M, that is HL, we are basically getting the value 2500, which is referred to as an address of the memory, from where the data will be loaded into the register A. Similarly, the other type of instructions of this category is LDA, load accumulator, from the 16-bit address given in the register pair BC. That is, contents from the address given in the BC is loaded into the accumulator. So is the case with STAXB, load or store the accumulator at the memory whose address is given in the BC pair. So this is how this instruction will operate on. The next instruction is the implied or the implicit addressing mode. In this instruction, the operand is part of the operation code. No separate reference to the operands are required to be made in this way. So when you refer to these instructions like CMA, complement accumulator, accumulator is part of the operation code. So hence, since the operand is part of the operation code, we call such type of instruction or addressing mode as the implied or the implicit addressing mode. So CMA instruction belongs to the implied addressing mode. Clear? SDC, CMC are some of the other instructions which fall into this category. Finally, to summarize what we have discussed in this class, we have discussed that an instruction is broadly contains three parts: the operation code, the destination, and the source addresses, or their references to. The instruction belongs to different addressing mode. So an instruction, or basically when we look at the instruction, we can tell to which addressing mode it belongs to. Then we discussed the addressing mode. The addressing mode is nothing but it is the way, or it is a mechanism, or it is a method by which we are able to find out the addresses of the source and the destination. And finally, we discussed on the 5 different types of addressing modes. These are the direct addressing mode, register addressing mode, immediate addressing mode, indirect addressing mode, and the implicit addressing mode. That's all in this video. Thank you.